This video discusses using our simple charts on CoinMarketFlow.com. We also have TradingView Charts in beta, and will be launching those on our public platform in the near future. Notice on the top left of the chart is the chart title. Here we are looking at global markets, but if we drop down the market selection menu and change the market to something else, it will also change the title of the chart along with all the rest of the data you see on the entire page. At the top right corner of the chart, we display all of the chart data for the interval you are hovering your mouse over. As you can see, it changes as you move your mouse, so that you can more closely examine the values being charted. The last of the business that we have at the top of the chart is underneath the title and market metrics. Here you can select the time frame to chart. The chart goes from 1 hour to all the history we have. Each chart time frame plots the data at different intervals with 1-minute intervals on our 1-hour chart, 5-minute intervals on our 1-day chart, and so forth. We also have this data available in 1-minute increments via our API at api.vantagecrypto.com. At the bottom of the chart we have controls for order books, order flow, and market cap, or price when viewing individual assets. When we look at this menu we see options for viewing combined order books or viewing those bids and asks separately, charting our market depth ratio metric, or hiding order book lines altogether. Each of these menus can expand and they offer each data set in either real time or in a simple moving average. Due to the nature of order books compared to price action, we use much shorter moving averages. The slash number at the end of each of these is how many hours moving average we chart. We are retiring the 1-hour moving average, but both the 3-hour and 24-hour moving averages are quite powerful. We can see the difference between real time and using a moving average. Generally, it is a necessity to use the moving average when using this data for market signaling. Bids and asks chart the total bids and asks combined for this market at the market depth you choose. We default to 100% market depth. The MDR metric is the market depth ratio, a simple metric we developed at Vantage Crypto. The MDR is simply the delta between asks and bids. This tells us if the liquidity is more heavily weighted towards bids or asks, and again we chart this at various market depths. Now I am going to hide the order books, and let's take a look at order flow. Our order flow menu starts with volume, the simplest of order flow metrics. We offer volume in traditional 24-hour running average where volume candles are green if the price action for that interval was a gain and red if it was a loss. Real time can be good for signaling an influx of volume not diluted by a candle length or average. The order flow option provides us a view into X bids and X asks, which is executed bids and executed asks. These metrics represent overall volume being broken down into independent buy and sell volume, or differentiated volume. Again, we offer real-time or short-term moving averages. Lastly, we have our OFR metric, which is the order flow ratio. It's the same as the market depth ratio except it applies to X bids and X asks instead of bids and asks. So what we are seeing here is the delta between buying and selling of the asset. It quickly identifies if there is more buying or selling. We are looking at the ratio of actual order execution and not based on price action. For order flow data we really need to use the moving averages as it's quite erratic traffic by nature. I just want to jump into an asset real quick and also show you that it's the same as on the front global view. From changing markets to available metrics to charting options, it is the same data at the asset level. Thank you for watching. Please view other explainer videos in our YouTube channel to learn more about our site metrics and features at CoinMarketFlow.com.